You say you have some doubts about this story. Some things don't add up. What stands out to you and why?
Well, there are a lot of issues that are occurring in this story. Number one, being from Central Alabama, there has been no BOLO, no be on the lookout for suspects. And the Hoover Police Department has been very, very, very quiet about this. If there is someone who was abducting women on the side of the road, we would have descriptions. We would know who they were. We would know what kind of cars to look for, because all of us who live in the area were really on pins and needles for the whole weekend.
So how do investigators go about tracking her, do you believe, validating or invalidating the story that she told law enforcement?
Well, one of the things that they have is video. Hoover Police Department released video in reference to where her car stopped, because what do people do when they are not very truthful about events? They forget that there's video camera everywhere. And what they're going to do is they're going to track her cell phone, see where she went. They're going to look at, from what I understand, she was at a local motel, and they're going to pull camera footage from there. They will also ask to speak to people who may be persons of interest, people who may have helped her, people who may have seen her, and her friends and family and close people to her, to see exactly what they say occurred if they saw her that weekend.
Can you tell?
Everyone was on edge. I'm married, and I told my wife, don't stop for anyone who's on the side of the road. Just call 911 or call the emergency helpline. I called my family members and other friends. Make sure you don't stop, because everyone was afraid that there were some kidnappers on the loose. But now that she returned home on her own on Saturday night, and there's been nothing from the police department except a statement where they say they stated she called and said that there was a child on the side of the road. However, this I-459, the interstate, is a very, very heavily traveled interstate, and no one else saw what she claimed to see. So it's a lot of mystery behind this, a lot of tension, and people are actually relieved that she's fine, but really want to know what the whole story is.
Okay, you guys, let me jump right into the topic at hand. As you can see, it's about Carlee Russell. This story is becoming quite interesting day by day. I've been doing a little digging, a little bit of research, because the public wants to know, the public wants answers. So as you can see, there's a series of questions on the screen here, but I honed in on the Hoover Police Department's website via Twitter. I think it was via Twitter. Yes, but I'm going to go ahead and share that screen. So hopefully maybe this will answer some questions for everyone. And let me head on over there now. Okay, you guys, this is the Hoover Police Department Twitter page. Update on missing person, Carlee Russell. This was posted 13 hours ago. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And voila, this is from their website via Twitter. Okay, I'm not going to go over this entire, updated report, but I will point in on, let's see, this paragraph. Okay, you know what? I'll start from here. Okay, Carlee left work from a business at the Summit in Birmingham at approximately 8:20 p.m. She ordered food from a nearby business at the Colonnade and traveled there. We have worked to retrace all of her actions from the time she left until she called 911, and are well on her way to completing that task. At this point in the investigation, we have not been able to locate anyone with Carlee from the time she left until the 911 call was made. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. The conversation with the 911 operator ended, and Carlee called a relative. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. After telling both the 911 operator and the relative she had seen a male toddler in a diaper on the side of I-459 and was stopping to check on him. Interesting. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and That footage is still being analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only timely report of a child on the interstate. And let me just pause right here. Basically, they're stating traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident. To me, I believe what they're stating is that not that they actually saw a child in a diaper on the road, but I guess Carlee stopping, So, okay, let me continue. But as you can see towards the end of this paragraph, it cites that there was no Carlee's 911 call remains the only timely report of a child on the interstate. So no one else, based on this updated Hoover Police Department PD report, no one else reported a child in a diaper on I-459. Okay. Hoover police officers arrived on scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly behind. They located Carlee's wig, cell phone, and purse on the roadway near to her vehicle, and Carlee's Apple Watch was in her purse. Wow. Okay. Investigators with the Crimes Against Persons Unit were notified, and the investigation immediately began in earnest with numerous leads being followed. Many local, state, and federal agencies immediately offered assistance and provided personnel other resources to the investigation. No stone was left unturned, and the investigation continued throughout the week. At 10:45 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center received a call from Carlee's residence that she had returned home on foot. Let me repeat that. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center received a call from Carlee's residence that she had returned home on foot. Hoover police and fire responded to the residence where Carlee was located. She was immediately transported by the Hoover Fire Department to UAB Hospital to be evaluated and was treated and released. Detectives responded to the residence and to UAB to take an initial statement from Carlee. The details of that statement are a part of the ongoing investigation, which is expected to continue over the next few days. During the initial portion of the investigation, detectives were able to retrace nearly all of Carlee's steps until the point she went missing, and are confident that will continue to be the case. The Hoover Police Department continues to be extremely grateful for the outpouring of support from the Hoover community and beyond, and all of the assistance provided by our law enforcement partners, which are too numerous to name. We rejoice with the Russell family as they continue to rest and recover from this situation, and ask for their wishes to be respected regarding their privacy. This release contains all the information the Hoover Police Department is able to release at this time. As we continue to investigate, we will release information that is determined to be factual, pertinent to the public. When a press conference is scheduled, we will provide advance notice of the date, time, and location. And this is #HooverPD. Lieutenant Daniel Lowe, Public Information Officer. Okay, there you have it, everyone. There you have it. I hope that update statement from the Hoover PD sheds some type of light or answers to whatever questions you may have outside of what's flashing on the screen. But I'm predicting that they're probably going to finish up their investigation probably Wednesday. They're probably going to do an announcement Wednesday as to what possibly took place, if something did possibly take place. But I am happy that Carlee is safe and at home. But the story's just not making any sense to me, and it's just very interesting. So trafficking, missing kids, I take very seriously. And I was just in awe when I first kind of heard what took place, the story behind what Carlee, I guess, called 911, called the relative saying she saw a toddler on the side of the road. I'm thinking daytime, but once information start coming out, it's like nighttime, so it's like, okay, that's interesting. And then seeing everyone searching for her and people speaking highly of her in the community, I'm like, okay, she's beloved, all of that. Like, they're stating that she would do something like that because she's just a beautiful human being. She's very caring and nurturing and all of that. And I think she babysats a lot of the kids in the community. She was the go-to person or whatever to help with sort of childcare for parents. So yeah, but let me know your thoughts. Do you have any additional questions outside of this? Drop it in the comment section. Let's be respectful because we really don't know what took place, and we don't want to run the risk of basically stating nothing terrible had taken place towards Carlee, and perhaps something did. But if it did not, then the story changes, and then hey, then we'll handle that accordingly upon any updated information. So, but like this video, share this video. I hope again this answers some of you guys' questions, and let's get the discussion going in the comment section. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.